Hey everybody, welcome back. Jordan here. Today we're going to be taking a look at and placing the Activity Center modular building. In order to build this set, you need to part out a Heartlake City school set and also acquire 114 additional pieces. After that, head on over to rebrickable.com and purchase your instructions from Lego Artisan. So we just finished building the Activity Center, and the really cool thing about this custom modular building is it just provides you a very simplistic way of converting your Heartlake City school set into a modular building that's compatible with other modular buildings and with Lego cities. Obviously they look very similar and they have very similar parts within because they're both the same set. So you see a lot of similarities between the two buildings. Now, one thing you can do is if you have more of these parts, you could actually increase the size of this one. You could either make it a full base plate, being 32 studs, or you could add an additional level to it. In fact, there are a separate set of instructions that are available for you to download so that you can add another floor to this little modular building. So on the exterior here, we have some nice roof details here with the slopes, and it's actually fully enclosed, so the slopes and also bricks go all the way around the roof. Nice triangular design right there with some tiles snot bricked to the top there. We've got the large white pillars here using some of those textured bricks, and then the profile bricks on either side in the nougat color, the masonry ones there, the bricks, if you will. And then we also have the nice blue windows there with the white window frames. I like the use of the pillars. It looks really good, right? It's sort of taken from this set here. It looks really good in any sort of modular building. I love the pillars and the contrast of colors between the white and also the nougat. We've got a bike parked out front here, and then a double set of doors there with some windows on top of those doors and just some flowers out front here. It's tiled off just like standard modular buildings with the dark bluish gray and then the row of 1 by light bluish gray tiles. We call them light bluish gray, but the Lego group will refer to them as light stone gray or dark stone gray, whereas Bricklink refers to them as light bluish gray and dark bluish gray. If you ever hear me refer to it like that, that's why. Looks like I forgot to clip the roof down there. Whoopsie. We got some more of those windows on the back here. Lots of the windows in the school set. Like you can see them all there. So this set can be used to create modular buildings. And as you all know, I have 6 of these that were sent to us by Seam. We received them in fan mail. Thank you so much, Seam. Incredible. And that's why we wanted to build this one here. It sort of gave us the base parameters of how to convert this Heartlake City school set into a modular building. And we're going to be building a school with the remaining sets, including this one here, which we will part out to build that school. On the back side here, we've got some more flowers, also a basketball net. Obviously, it's going to be hard to dribble a basketball on grass, so maybe we should tile that off or maybe turn it the other way and tile it off so we can actually shoot the basketball or dribble the basketball. I guess you could still shoot it technically, it's just not going to bounce very far. It does have a fully detailed interior. Let's have a look at that. But note that there are some different colors on the sidewalls here because obviously the panels on the inside are light stone gray or light gray, white, and also nougat. So let's pop it open and have a peek. So as you probably expected, it does come apart just like a modular building. I will say that I redid some of the tiling on the top there just to lock in the windows and doors. There used to be some 2x2 tiles here, but I decided to swap them up with some 1x2s and a 1x1 just so this was locked in place because I didn't really like the way it was a little bit flimsy. But yeah, you come in the front door there and you've got, looks like a sandwich eating contest down here. I'm just kidding. But there's some sandwiches underneath those glow-in-the-dark shield elements. And then we got a staircase leading up to the second floor. And there's just some tea over here and also a sink. And then some lockers and cubbies right there where you can stow away some of your stuff if you're coming to participate in some of the activities at the activity center. And you can actually see that the entire base floor is actually raised off the ground 1 plate. So there's a little bit of a step up right there as you go through the front door. You can take that staircase up top here, and this area, there's a few different activities, and a lot of these activities were transferred over right from the Heartlake City school set. So we've got the pineapple painting there, and then also a little music area there with a keyboard. You could extend that keyboard if you had another print piece. You could make it 4 wide rather than 2 wide, and you could also maybe even give it a back if you wanted to. I guess most of the time keyboards don't really have backs. And then we have a microscope right over here looking at some ladybugs. which once again is transferred right over from the Heartlake City School set, and then the 3 different trophies there. So it looks like they're giving out some trophies at the activity center. And this is a very snug washroom. Oh, I should probably put a stud on here so it's easier to open up. But right in here is a very snug toilet. Once again, that toilet is transferred over from the school set as well. And the plates actually act as supports and also a separate layer of plates on the base that will attach to the first floor, just like that there. So what I mean by that is you can see 2 layers of plates from the exterior. Fairly simplistic design. It's just held on by 6 studs there. So this should just clip right into place. Those pillars will line up, and then you can take the roof and pop it on top there. Nothing crazy, just 16 by 16 studs. Doing it with one hand can be tricky, but there you go. Just get everything lined up and pop the roof on. Can't do it with one hand. Get on there. There you go. Just give it a good whack. There you go. Now let's go place this thing in a Lego city. So I guess there's a few different things that we can actually do with this. We could place it with the other modular buildings in the downtown core. Don't let my portrait over there scare you. We need some yellow studs. But yeah, we could put this in the Lego City downtown core with the other modular buildings, of course. There's a few different spots that we could do that that wouldn't require very much work. We could put it right beside the Lego store right there. There's actually a little dog park there, and then we could move the dog park over here beside the SIG tower right there where that little newsstand is, or we could just take this building right here and place it where the newsstand is. Why don't we see how that looks right now? Okay, well, I don't really think that works because it's pretty small. I mean, Igor right there is pretty much as big as it. No, I'm just kidding. It's bigger than Igor. But I'm not sure if I like it there beside the SIG tower because it's just so small. It looks tiny, so that's not going to work. We could put it beside the Lego store. I guess height-wise, they're pretty similar, but would it really look good beside the Grand Emporium? Probably not. So, I mean, ultimately, in the end, what's my plan for this building and why did I build it? Well, I think that we can convert this into a gym. You know what I mean? I think it would look good with the gym. You throw some treadmills in there, you throw some benches, maybe an elliptical, maybe a row of bikes or something like that. Maybe take the tires off the bikes or something and make like some exercise bikes, some Pelotons, I don't know. And make a gym out of this building. I think that'd be better than what it is now, because our plan is to sort of build a school that looks like this. So that's why we were eager to build this, just to learn, not really learn, I guess we wouldn't really have to learn how, but I just wanted to see how to easily convert that Heartlake City school set into a modular building. But we want to build something very similar to this. That's 1.5 base plates. This is only half a base plate. So we want to add a whole nother base plate to this, and that's what we're going to build our school on. Now, what's our plan for our school? Our school is going to go somewhere over here in the residential area. Something's going to have to get shaken up here and completely changed. But we want to build a school for the performing arts. So it's going to be like drama and have like a stage and stuff like that, and also music and art class and stuff like that. So we're going to build a school that's not really your typical school, because if we build a typical school, it's just going to be a bunch of classrooms, a bunch of desks, and a bunch of chairs. So if we build something for the performing arts, then we have no need for this activity center, because this is essentially a performing arts area, right? You got, you know, your music and stuff up top there. So if we build a performing arts school, we don't need this. So if we convert this into a gym of some sorts, then it would work. And if we're going to bring the school over here in this section of the Lego City, then convert this into a gym, I think it would be optimal to have it over here where we have a lot of available space. So why don't we place it right there where that pizza truck is and see how it looks? Yeah, that's definitely a lot better than having it beside the gigantic SIG tower. Even though we recently reduced the size of the SIG tower, it towers over top of the activity center. So I think it's going to go somewhere over here. So we're slowly but surely building more little mini modular buildings just like these ones here, and filling up this whole row here with some cool shopping and gym and stuff that you would expect to find near a Lego beach. So we've got to continue building more of those, but I think the next build that we're going to do, of course, is our modular school. That's going to be 1.5 base plates, and it's going to have to go somewhere over here in this region. I'm not sure where. One building that I don't really like over here is the police station. It's sort of like a big hunk at this point, and we're sort of looking at the boring side of it. You know, when you come down the stairs, I'm standing right in front of them. First thing you see is the beautiful beach. Then you turn to the right and you sort of see this big hunk. It doesn't really look good from this side. From this side over here, it looks pretty snazzy. It's got like some garage doors and stuff like that. So it's got a lot more going on this side, but it doesn't really look good from this perspective. With that being said, no matter what we put there, it's always going to be the back side of it. So if we put a school there, you know, maybe that could be a 1.5 base plate school, because the backside wouldn't look too bad. It'd have more windows and stuff like that. More windows than this, that's for sure. There's just the 2 doors there and the big black wall. So maybe we put the school there and it'll look better from that perspective, because that's actually a 1.5 base plate building there. But I think the activity center is going to get converted into a gym and put over here. But yeah, we were really happy to build that today and have a look at the interior details and sort of get a better grip on how to modularize that Heartlake City School. And it was just a lot of fun to build. And we like supporting Lego artists, and he makes some really cool stuff. And I think that one there was pretty neat. And it was like, we already had all the pieces. We didn't have to order additional pieces. So it was pretty much free to do that and just sort of have fun building a modular building, because that's why we like to build Lego, right? It's just to build Lego. And specifically, I love building modular buildings. So it was fun to build that one. It only took me about 2 hours to make. So it's definitely worth the time and effort to do that. And I like the building itself. Might have to grow a little bit, might have to convert it into a gym, but now we have a better understanding of how to work with those pieces to build a school. Everybody, let us know what you think by commenting below. Remember, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff coming out in the near future. Thank you so much, and farewell.